Bismillah Rahman, that by the end of my 20 minutes, I would lose about 30 calories. By standing here, moving this much, and if I move my upper body a little bit more, I can burn. So I am here to tell you my story. My story is about a boy who dropped out of school at 14 years and started work because my parents didn't have the means to send me to school beyond that. My story includes a lot of inspiration that I get from the people I have in my life, my parents, and my parents told me a lot of stories about my grandparents, and these stories also inspire me a lot, especially the stories of my grandmother and grandfather, my maternal grandmother and grandfather, my parents. This is actually my dad wanted to, make his grandchildren laugh, and he asked me to take this picture. This was back in 2010, I think. And then I looked through my phone and found this picture, and I thought, okay, this sort of represents my dad. Some of you here might know him, some of you don't. Nasu, you might know him, you might not know him, you might not know him that closely, but he's quite a character. He's quite a character. In the islands, we have lots of issues with Huani. These are moths at caterpillar stage. When you accidentally touch them, it irritates your skin. And in the islands, they don't have any madugas anymore. I think it's called Indian almond tree. They don't have these trees anymore because they cut them down because of Huani. But strangely, at our place, we have the biggest madugas. We still have the biggest madugas. And in front of our house, we still have a big dambrogas. And my dad, brings up all his grandkids in that house. And what he tells his children is that, you got to live with it. Don't cut the tree down. You have to learn to live with this. Because what he does is, recently we had this phenomena where we got ambugahu fani. Nasu, if you are familiar with formula, we recently had this ambug. We had fani in ambugas, in the mango tree, a sort of caterpillar that turned into a small moth. It's a smaller one. And when we first had these incidents, my dad actually collected a sample, put it in a plastic bag, and had it in the house for about 3-4 days, and then it turned into a moth and it flew away. And that's what he said his kids. You got to leave it for 3 days or 5 days maximum, and then they are gone. We cut the trees down because, it only irritates you for 3 days or 4 days. It doesn't really make sense. So, my dad is quite a character. This is, there's another story that I want to tell you. In some part of the Maldives, in some parts of the Maldives, you send small boys out looking for walufura fureni. In my place, they used to send boys out to look for irijaha toshaligan. Irijaha toshaligan means it's a palm frond thatch that you use to cover the sun, apparently. But so one day a group of women, they were gossiping. I went and sat with them, and they didn't like, apparently they were talking about something that they didn't want me to hear. So they sent me out looking for this. Hasan Kalo, de balare. So I went running to the place, they said, and then this man sitting in the, undoli said, oh, it's in the neighbors. They brought it yesterday. So I went to the neighbors and they said, oh, it's at the other house. I probably went to about 6 houses looking for this non-existent irijaha toshaligan. Yeah. But, I think what it teaches you is that, it somehow reminds me of my childhood, and then it connects me with who I am. I think sometimes you cannot stop. If you are on a journey, you have to go all the way to the finish line. You have to believe in yourself. I was so determined to get that thing, it never occurred to me that it's something that didn't exist. Because they made it look so real. Someone who inspires me a lot, my wife. My wife is actually a special education needs teacher. And she has plenty of stories. In fact, she has more stories than me. She has more stories of her own. And one story in particular that really touches me is about a boy. He's about 10 years old now. She has had this boy for the last 3 years. And this boy is looked after apparently by the state now. And my wife tells me that he writes the most beautiful, most creative stories of his own. And my wife still has about 3 stories written by Ali, and we are trying to get it published. Ali's stories. Ali is a very enthusiastic newscaster. He wants to become a journalist, and he wants to become a TV presenter. Learning occurs daily. It's not very complicated. We can actually learn from everyone we meet. We can actually learn from everything we see, every encounter we have. Now, this is another quote that has, stayed with me for a long, long time. Ever since I think I read this book back in 1993. This is the quote that Jeffrey Archer starts his book. This is actually a rags to riches story. I think some of you in here might have read this story. If your dream is big enough, not even your enemy can stop you. Thank you very much.